Morning students, I am Sumalata, biology faculty member in AP Balayogi Gurukulam, Tiruvuru. Today I am going to discuss about 9th class biology. In this, we learn about plasma membrane. This is the 4th chapter. In this chapter, we observe movement of materials across the cell membrane. Already we know all the organisms in the world are made up of cells. You know that cell is the basic unit of life. You have learned about different parts of the cell and their specific duties in the chapter structure and functions of the cell. It is very interesting to know how substances pass through the cells. There is a wonderful mechanism. Let us learn what is that. So see here, students, in this chapter we learn membranes, osmosis, diffusion. So the cell needs various solids, liquids and gases to perform metabolic activities. The plasma membrane is not permeable to all substances equally. The materials are transported across the membrane by the process called diffusion, osmosis and other methods. So see here, students, some substances are there. Some substances should go into the cell, some substances should go out of the cell. Let us observe it. See here, oxygen. It should go into the cell and not go out of the cell. Glucose. It should go into the cell and go out of the cell. Proteins should go into the cell, go out of the cell. Fats go into the cell, go out of the cell. Vitamins are also going into the cell and go out of the cell. Minerals are going into the cell and go out of the cell. Carbon dioxide and waste are only go out of the cell. See here, which substances should enter into the cell? Oxygen, glucose, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, so on so. So, let us observe the next activity, students. So, here, what is the reason for it? Some are go into the cell, some are go out of the cell. So, it means membranes or some are permeable, some are impermeable, semi-permeable, selectively permeable. So membrane, it acts as some substances to permeable. So what is permeable? Allowing materials to pass through it, that is permeable. Sometimes membrane, it acts as impermeable to some substances. Not allowing any materials to pass through it is called impermeable membrane. Sometimes semi-permeable, allowing solvent but not solutes. Selectively permeable. What is selectively permeable? Allowing solvents and certain solutes is called selectively permeable. So let us observe the next activity. See here, we observe the thing. Observe this activity. Observation of materials in a different solutions. So see here, take 2 beakers, tap water, sugar, dry grapes or kismis. So what to do? Let us observe it. Osmosis. It means movement of molecules from lower concentration through a membrane. So see here, this is the process of osmosis. In osmosis, exoosmosis and endoosmosis, reverse osmosis are there. What is exoosmosis? Movement of materials from cell to outside. Let us observe the activity. Required materials are beaker, water, concentrated sugar solution, raisins. These are the required items to do this activity. So first you take a beaker and take 100 ml of water in a beaker. Then keep dry raisins in it. Okay, students? Keep this one, leave it for some time. Observe what has happened. After some time, take it out and compare it with dry raisins. Is there any change in the size of kismis? Yes. The raisins are swollen in size. Next, let us do second activity, concentrated sugar solution. Swollen raisins are kept in this beaker. Let us leave it for some time. See here, that is concentrated sugar solution. Let us observe the raisins. So these are shrink in size. So when the dry raisins are keep in water, they are swollen. Raisins are keep in saturated sugar solution, they are shrink. Their size is shrink. Okay, students, let us observe in the lab activity. A, water is moving from beaker to kismis. In the lab activity 2, water is moving from kismis to beaker. So this is done by osmosis. Let us observe the next activity, osmosis. So we do this experiment. So what materials are needed to this? One raw potato, one boiled potato, 2 beakers, 2 pins, water and knife. Study of osmosis. Movement of molecules from high concentration to low concentration through semi-permeable membrane. See, students, about the activity. Materials are required for this activity: potato without peel, one sharp knife, 20% sugar solution, petri dish, distilled water and pins. Procedure. Now take the raw potato and take the knife and cut into 2 halves. Make it into the cube shaped bowl as shown in the figure. Let us observe how to do this activity. Keep the potato bowl into the water in petri dish. Then add pour sugar solution into the potato bowl. Mark the level of sugar solution to piece the pin into the bowl. Okay, students, keep the potato cup into the bowl in some time. So, what happens after some time? Let us observe. See, in the petri dish, pure water is there. Inside the potato cup, sugar water. So, in the petri dish, water is moved from petri dish to potato bowl. So, this is osmosis. While doing this activity, we take some precautions. The cavity should be deep enough to keep S. Okay, students, these are the required material for do this activity. Potato without peel, petri dish, pins, knife, distilled water and 20% sugar solution. The cavity should be deep enough to keep only a thin layer of tissues at the base of the potato. Through it, water enter into the potato cup. Students, let us observe the activity filtration. So, to perform this activity, we need the following materials: 2 beakers, 1 funnel, filter paper, sugar, dye, mud water, rice flour and plastic bottles, cotton cloths. Arrange the filtering apparatus as shown in the figure or alternative method. Prepare wheat or rice powder solution in a beaker by adding 1 teaspoon of powder in 100 ml of water. Add a drop of tincture iodine to the solution. Now pour the solution into the funnel. Let us observe what remains on the filter paper or cloth. What did the filter paper allow to pass through it? Which substances is not allowed to the filter paper? Why are certain substances not allowed to pass through the filter paper? Guess it. Okay, students? Cells also acts in the same way while allowing some substances to pass through the plasma membrane. It allows water to pass through it. It allows certain materials dissolve in water to pass through it. It will not allow certain materials to pass through it. So, allowing only certain materials to pass through it is called permeability. Yes. In the previous activities, we have observed the movement of water and materials in plants. To know more details about plasma membrane, let us go through the following. So, what is that? The outermost, extremely delicate, elastic and membranous covering of the cell that separates its contents from the external environment is called plasma membrane. So, next one, plasma membrane and its functions. Osmosis. See here, students, the movement of water molecules through such a selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. Osmosis is the passage of water from a region of high water concentration through semi-permeable membrane to region of lower concentration. Let us observe the second point. Function of plasma membrane. Unicellular freshwater organisms and most plant cells tend to gain water through osmosis. Absorption of water by plant roots, it is also an example of osmosis. Diffusion is important in exchange of gases and water in the life of cells. Let us observe here. Absorption of water by plant roots is also an example of osmosis. Thus, diffusion is important in exchange of gases and water in the life of cells. What we have learned in this chapter, the cell needs various solids, liquids and gases. The plasma membrane is not permeable to all the substance equally. The materials are transported across the membrane by the process is called diffusion, osmosis and other methods. Osmosis does not take place in the dead cells. Students, take assignment. All of you note down. What is osmosis? Which substances should go into the cell? Which substances should go out of the cell? What do you mean by permeability of membrane? Okay, students, thank you.